Hello friends, Tony here, welcome. So in the previous video we worked with roles, so we have a CRUD for roles now. Let's do the same thing for permissions. And I'm going to open, let's open first the VS Code. And we are in the role controller. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open here the JS. When you have roles, I'm going to duplicate this one, the permissions. And this is going to be almost the same. So now let's close everything here and let's open the index inside the permissions. We need to change some things. So for example, the imports for roles, because we are working with permissions now, and also the type here. And let's change the title to be permissions, and also let's import the index. And we are going to import that from routes permissions. We are okay. Next thing is, here where the specs permissions, which is going to be a permissions and not any array, but a permission type array. Let's import also this one. And the create, now we need to also import the create from routes permissions. We are good. The title is going to be permissions, and also create permission on the button. List of permissions here. We're going to display the name and guard name. We can display also role. So this permission belongs to the role. We have also actions, and here we can change that permissions map permission and change this. So we have permission ID, display the permission name, permission guard name, and here you can see we have an underline error because in the permission type we don't have rows there. So let's open the index.d.ts, and in the permissions let's also add the roles, which is going to be optional, and it's going to be an array of role. Now that underline error has gone here, as you can see. Okay, here on the edit we are to say permission, but the edit is going to come from the, so let's import from controller permission. Okay, yeah, and we have this underline error because it's going to expect an string, but we have an object here, and also the destroy from the controllers permissions, and here let us add the permission. Let's open the controller. I'm going to close this, and let's open the permission controller. Scroll down. We don't need a show. On the edit is going to expect an ID, but we can use the permission model, $sign permission, the same thing in here, the same thing in here. And if I save, and now, yeah, we don't have an underline error here. Very good. Right now we don't have any permissions. Okay, so let's save this and let's go to permission controller, and in the index method, let's return inertia, not uppercase, but lowercase the permission, and also the index, and return permission all, and we are okay. If I open now the browser and refresh, go to permissions, yeah, we have permissions here, a list of permissions, and create a permission. Right now the create nothing we have here, so let's say return inertia permissions create, I'm going to save this and I'm going to open the permissions create because we need to change something here. Let's remove this import for role controller because we will use permission and also from routes roles. First, update this to permissions, import the index from routes permissions, and import the create from routes permissions. And we have imported here. So let's escape that. Next, what we have is not role create, but permission create. Also here, create permissions and permission controller. Use here the permission controller, import that up here. Very good. So permission controller store form. And yeah, we need the name and the guard name also for permissions. We will assign also a permission to a role, but for now, let's say like this. Create a permission here and also change that the permission. Create permission button. We are good now. If I save and let's see if I refresh, create permission, and now we have the form. Very good. Let's work with controller. Yeah, let's create also a request. So I'm going to open the warp terminal and artisan make request permission for request. Okay, and another one for permission update request. And now here we can use that. So on the store, we can use the permission store request and say permission create, passing the request validated, and return redirect or $out permission index without any successful. On edit, we can just return inertia permissions edit, passing the permission. And let's open also this one because also here we need to remove this, also this one, and also this role, or let's do it like the role. So change this to permission edit. Also here we are going to accept permission, and the type of permission is going to be permission. Okay. Change that the permission, import the index from routes permissions, and here let's import also the edit from routes permissions. For now, let's remove this road. So now we have edit and index from routes permissions. Okay. Here is going to accept a permission. Okay. Change this to permission and also import the permission controller up here. And we are okay. Here, yeah. It's going to be permission, the same thing in here to be permission guard name. Not update role, but update permission. And the same thing we can do here. So update permission. Let's save. And let's see on the browser. Also, let's save this. Come here, refresh, go to permissions. Yeah, let's create a permission first. So I'm going to say, or view users. The guard name is going to be web. Create a permission. And this action is unauthorized. Yes, because we need to update the permission store request to change the authorized to be true. and apply some rules for the name and guard name. Let's save, and let's go also on the update. Use the permission update request and say validated. Open the permission, change this to true, and then name required string on it. Okay, this not permission ID, but this route permission ID. Save also, or let's use also, let's update the delete and now save. So permission delete, save, come here and refresh. So view users, web guard name, create, and now we have view users. Let's create another one. Create dot users. This is going to be web. Create, and now we have 2 permissions. Let's see if I can edit. Just add dot dot dot. Update the permission. Now we have dot dot dot. If I remove this, update, okay. Also, if I go here and just say create, yeah, we have validation. Let's delete this. Yeah, delete it, and also deleted this one. So now we have a CRUD for permissions. Next is the assign permissions, the roles to the user, and then when we create tasks or anything we want to protect, we can check for permissions on the user and allow or disallow the user to do that in your application. That's it all about this video, what I wanted to show you. Now, if you like such a video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with your friends, and yeah, see you in the next one. All the best. Thank you very much.